Hello everyone, glad you're back with me today, and I just thought I'd show you what I've been working on. I've been trying to make some cone flowers, and I'm going to try putting them on a card. So these are the ones that I've been practicing on today, and I wanted you to see that. And then I made another card here, and all that I did with this was I just painted the background on both sides blue. So that was easy peasy. And then I'm going to try painting some coneflowers here. And I didn't put a border on it this time, but I think just to kind of pin this down now that the background is already painted, I'm just gonna put a little piece of tape there. Okay, now then, the brushes that I'm going to be using, let me show you what I've got. Okay, this is the main one I'm going to be using, and it's actually a watercolor brush. It's a round watercolor brush. And I'm going to be using my acrylics, but I'm going to have them really watered down well. And let me show you the other brush I will probably be using is this medium-sized filbert brush. Okay. So there's that. And then I've got some paints out here on my little tin. And I've got water down here. So let's just get right into it. I have seen other people paint these and they seem to do it with such ease. I'm going to tell you right now my experience with this morning. It was a little bit challenging, and I had to practice with it some. Right now, I'm going to do a little practice. One thing is getting the paint the right consistency. So, I'll put I'm going to try to put like 3 of these on here. And one of the things to making these leaves is this brush comes to a point, and you want to kind of drag that point before you put the pressure on it. And then when you come back up, drag it back out to that point. Let up on the pressure and drag it back out to that point. When you're watching someone else do this, they're usually doing it fairly quickly, and it's hard to notice that. But I am seeing that that's what they're doing, and that's what I have to do to get these leaves to look right. Okay, that's going to be one set of them. I'm being kind of quiet while I'm doing these and not talking because it does take some concentration. I can see where after you had really practiced these and done them for quite a while, that they would get easier. But in the beginning, take your time and concentrate on what you're doing. Okay. And that's what I'm having to do. Oops, a little blob on there. Let's see, I put this one about here, I guess. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Dragging the tip, pushing that down, then lifting and dragging the tip again. Dragging the tip a little, pushing it down, and then dragging the tip back toward the center. Okay, let's, now then, I'm going to take that filbert brush, here it is, and I'm going to put the little cone on the top of them. And you could do this, I don't know, I'm doing it with purple, you could do it with black, whatever. There's the little top. Cornflowers, okay. And then I think I am also, well, let me wash these brushes out real quickly. As I'm just using these same brushes and got some paper here, I can dry them off on a little bit. And then I'm just going to take some green in that same, with that same brush. And coneflowers have somewhat straight stems, if not very straight stems. Anyway, I think, okay. Then again with the green and that same round brush, I'm going to get my paint fairly thin, and I'm going to do that same movement for the leaves. But I'm doing it kind of upside down here. See how I'm doing this? I'm turning this back, dragging, pushing, and then bringing it to a point. Drag, push, bring it to a point. Drag, push, bring it to a point. Drag, push, bring it to a point. Okay. Then up here, I'm going to do this one. Found that sometimes I have to turn this around. Let me try this a little bit. Okay. Drag, push, to a point. Maybe just a couple on this one. Okay. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get this one. But I was going to, I wanted you to see how I do that, or how I did it, and that with practice, I'm sure I will get better, and I'm sure you will too. So, anyway, again, here was the practice sheet. And if you really want to see the mess that I started with, let me see if you're getting a good view of this. The back side of this was the one I actually started on. And look at this. This was definitely trial and error with a lot of different stuff. Then I got the idea, flipped it over, started working on these, and then here is our little card that we made. I might as well make one on the inside just to show you that. And then yeah, let's make this one on the inside. I'm trying to make sure that you can see this in the camera. Oh dear, I used the wrong brush. Okay, where's my other brush at? Down here. Get it out of the water. Okay. Then, just getting quite a bit of paint on there, but kind of thin. And then I may just put a couple of flowers in here. I think I'll put one more leaf on that one. Okay. Drag, push, and drag. Drag, push, and drag. Okay. And then one out here. Went that a little wonky on that one, but that's okay. One more here. Okay. And then this one with the purple tops in it. And none of this stuff has to be perfect. Just do the best you can, and it will be great. Okay, there are those. And I'm going to go back to my round brush here. Oops, it has an awful lot of orange in it. Let me try to get some of that out before I go back to the green here. Okay. Now here's some green. Nice and thin for these stems. I'm just making these stems a little bit wispy, and that is perfect. Okay. All right. I hope you're seeing this good. Let me check. Yep, you are. Okay. And then I make just a couple. Maybe of these. And my it's getting a little bit too thick here to deal with. Okay, there we go. I like it when the water's thinner. Up here it seemed like it was a little bit too thick, but that'll be fine. Okay, so there is this one, and I'm gonna let this dry, and then I may finish it up with just some see what I might do to just finish it up. Actually, I'm kind of happy with this. Okay, I will see you in the next one. I may finish this one up, and then I'll show you the finished project, and we'll start something else. Okay, hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.